Guys, what's happening out there in the Facebook world? Let's talk boxing. A lot of good dates coming up. You got Errol Spence versus Porter. It's a good date coming up. Close one, end of the month. I think it's September 28th. You also have Anthony Joshua Ruiz in Saudi Arabia. Another good date. You also have Kovalev, who's world champion again. So we want to see what's going on out there. Well, you want to discuss boxing? Let's have a conversation. Let's discuss what's going on out there in the boxing world. You know, I've been broadcasting now for a network called 360 Promotions. Tom Loeffler is doing it. It's a real good show. You should watch it. We got a new talent coming up. A guy named Sergei Bochuk. So look him up. He's 15-0, 15 knockouts. He ain't even passed the third round, primarily. They're trying to work on it, getting him to go the distance. You know, so watch a lot of guys. So let's see who's talking to us right now. What up? What up, Davion? How you feeling, sir? Let's talk about boxing. What's going on lately? What's happening? How you been? All right. Bring them on camera. Let's see. How you doing? How's everybody out there in the boxing world doing? Facebook Live. Let's talk what's going on. What you want to know about any dates? Anything that's happening? What you think about what's going on? David, you box yourself, huh? Are you amateur? Are you pro? Are you lefty? Are you righty? You know, out there in the boxing world, you can watch me on YouTube, 360 Promotions for Tom Loeffler. You can watch me on that. I'm doing a lot of that now.
Now?
I think I'm scheduled for next month. Oh, Spence Porter. Good one, good one. I like Spence in a fight. He's just too big, strong. He's a dominating division. I give, Porter a lot of credit for fighting him. But, cause think about it, he ain't got many options. And also that I think that he can't knock Porter out. I think it's going to go a 12-round decision. I just think the dominance will definitely be with Errol Spence, most definitely. It's just a physical genetics. That's what that is. It's not how much knowledge you have or how good you fight. It's primarily he's bigger. He has long reach. He knows how to fight outside. I think when Porter gets on the inside, he's going to fight very dirty. He's going to need to. I don't know if that's a strategy. Because let me tell you something about boxing. Not necessarily the best fighter wins. The smarter guy wins. If this we could rewind the clock and put a Sugar Ray in the ring, Sugar Ray might have a better chance of beating Errol Spence than Porter. Who's going to win with AJ match? That's crazy. The rematch? Who's going to win between Ruiz and AJ? It depends. The problem with boxing is you never know what kind of mentality a man's going to bring to the ring. You don't know. So we don't know if AJ has done enough psychological repair to get back into the game. We got to see. We don't know. If we can have an exhibition or a fight, and me personally, if I was his management, I would put him in a ring with somebody else first and find out where he's at. Because you can look great in the gym. You can look great sparring. You can look all this other problem fixed. But then again, look at Lance Lewis. Lance Lewis got knocked up by Rockman where he was winning the fight. Now, we look at AJ. He was losing the fight, right? So it's a big difference here, okay? So I would want to see how he looks. I mean, Ruiz is very underrated. He's very quick, very fast. Thank you, Mel Wingford, for loving my career. I put a lot of work in, a lot of effort, a lot of training. Thank you very much for enjoying it. So I'm glad you enjoyed the career. So I'm going with, in that fight, I got to wager the bet. I don't know. And it's hard to say that. All right, this fight, okay. Davion, let me see what you say. The fight is. The Porter's best attribute, he's going to fight dirty. Okay, Davion, he's going to fight dirty. He already announced it. he's going to try to muscle and get inside. But see, there's a thing about getting inside. The question that's why I commentate. How do you get inside? That's the key. Do you know how to get inside? It's off a jab. You got to throw a jab and slide behind it. I don't think he has fast feet to get inside. So he's going to be left outside. So Greg Carey, I believe it is. Like I said, with Spencer Crawford, ooh, good fight. I'm going to go with Crawford. I just think that he's smart. Like I told you, the best fighters don't win fights. The smarter guy wins fights. Of course, look, who would think that, you gave Sugar Ray against, when he fought Tommy Hearns. He turned smarter. You think about greatness in boxing. There's no such thing as great fighters. Only good fighters that have great fights. And that's the truth of the matter. We're going to see a lot. So, Jose Hernandez, how you doing, man? How you doing out there? Let me see what's up. David, yeah, I think it's going to be an ugly fight. I think, personally, Porter versus Spence. I think because he's going to fight dirty. You're going to get frustrated as a viewer. And that's his best shot is to do that. All right. Who I got, David? He can box. Who can box? Can Porter box? Outbox Spence? No. If he stays on the outside and tries to box Spence, it's an easier fight for Spence. Thank you for the guys in the UK. How you doing, guys out there? Thank you, Greg Carey. I appreciate your compliment. I take all viewers. Like I said, we're doing a new card. I want you guys to watch. Go on YouTube, put 360 Promotions in, and watch the new monsters that Tom Loff is building. He's actually called farming. In boxing, they do a farming system. What the bottom line with the farming system is very simple. I'm bringing along new talent. He's got Triple G's replacement already. That's what Tom does. And like I said, look at Bochuck. Bochuck is an amazing boxer. Punching power with both hands. Amazing. All right? Like I said, Williams, said that Ruiz will repeat Joshua. Could happen. It depends on the recovery, the mentality. See, understand I'm talking about boxing. It's 90% psychological. It's only 10% physical. So when a fighter believes that he can do that, that's what takes place. Okay? But if he has second guessing himself, he loses every time. Every time. I prove it, Look at James Toney. Yeah. Porter, like I said, that's what Porter has. Right? It's pretty much to be rough and rugged, tussle, but I don't think that's a winning way to win. Because remember, we don't score throwing guys around and muscling guys. We score punches and contact, physical contact. You know how boxing matches really scored? It's a thing called ring generalship. It's who's in charge, who's dictating the tempo. I think Porter, he's going to be on the outside, Errol Spence, and he's going to control Porter with just a jab. All right? Ed Reach, I believe that is. All right? You're on your way up? Okay. I ain't going to forget the name. Well, I do forget the name. I'm bad with names. I'm horrible. So, you're British. William Thomas, you're British, huh? So, you love the Prince fight, I guess, right? Me and Naseem. People don't know, me and Naseem are real good friends. We sparred. Alex, sparred you? Oh, okay. Let me see. Gleason's Gym. Let's see. Let's see your name.
What year?
What year was that? Thank you, Alex. I appreciate your kindness. And to show you how long things have been, how time has passed, this here face is my grandson. Ain't that crazy how time goes past that quick? Okay, okay. Thank you guys for joining in. We got a lot going on. Like I said, there's a lot of good dates. Looking for the new program for the new year. Like I said, I want you guys to watch the 360 Promotions. Look out for it. It's moving. Tom Loff is moving. We fight every other month in California at the Avalon Theater. If you're in California, come out and see it. We're selling the house out. Not many seats. It ain't that big a venue. So, I'm just reading some comments. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks you guys for joining in. Okay, I appreciate you guys. Any questions, like I said, about the sport and the boxing business, what really goes on? All right. Let's talk about that. There's some things that, that people don't know about boxing. All right? They don't know about boxing, but if you have any questions about it, I'm sorry, the question. Okay, you're doing. Oh, in Texas, okay. Tell your dad I said hi. Okay, I got. All right, Matt. How you doing, Matt? Back in the old days. I ain't been in Gleason's, wow, long time. How you doing, Steve? Jamie Calderon. How you doing, man? How you doing? Hello? I appreciate all you guys out there. I appreciate mad love. I mean, that's what career is about. Leaving you guys a legacy, that you admire and you adore. You never forget. You never forget, like I said, it's like me. I never forget the guys that came before me. I want y'all guys to think. A new thing I want to talk about and I want to do a show on is very simple. I found out something that people don't realize. Ready? I'm going to surprise you guys. Who you think, even though you think some of the fighters, who do you think the fighters' favorite fighters are? I found something out I didn't even know. I was talking to the great Roy Jones. Me and Roy spent a lot of time together. And I asked him, I said, Roy, who's your favorite fighter? You would think maybe, cool, Ali, right? I'm gonna give y'all that question. Who do you think Roy Jones' favorite fighters are? Who do you think they are? Hi, Matt. How you doing? Was that fight with Troy Dorsey? Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you active within boxing promotion?
Am I still active about it? Yes. I commentate for Tom Laffer, 360 Promotions. So I'm kind of active with that, definitely. People still asking about the training fighters. I don't know about that. I'm often hot and cold with that. I might do it, might not. I don't know. So who do you think is Roy Jones's favorite two fighters out there? So I want y'all to tell me who do y'all think is his favorite fighters, and then we're gonna let's figure that out. Ali? Nope. We all respect Ali, but that wasn't. Purnell? Nope. You're not going to believe it when I tell you. Roy's favorite is Lemchenko. He's current. So we might like him. I'm talking about his favorite fighters he looked up to. Like me, I had two fighters, and now you try to figure out my two guys, too. One more guess. Crawford or Holyfield? Well, Crawford's now, so that wouldn't be. Sugar Ray, good try. I would think that too, right? When I tell you this, none of y'all gonna believe it. Saad Muhammad, that's my favorite fighter. So good idea. So Saad out there. Saad, bingo. One person hit it. Salvador Sanchez is Roy Jones' favorite fighter. Who would think that? And he got one more. Salvador Sanchez. James Toney? No. That was current. He fought James Toney. Who inspired Roy Jones Jr. was Salvador Sanchez, and there's one more fighter. Is me? No, because we're at the same time. See, guys that came before us. So you got to think, if I said inspired, which means guys that came before us that did some things that inspired us to do what we do. One, Aguayo, good guess. Duran, good guess. All great fighters, right? Well, Salvador Sanchez came out of nowhere. The second guy is ready. You ready? Here it comes. Drum roll. Larry Holmes. Is that amazing? Larry Holmes and Salvador Sanchez are Roy Jones' favorite two fighters. Because he told me that Larry Holmes did more with a jab than any boxer he's ever seen. You got to respect that. Right? That's one. Two, Salvador Sanchez was a technician. So is that amazing? I mean, I was shocked myself. So my new thing when I do this probably again, is going to be, I'm going to have a list of champions, because I'm going to talk to all my champion friends, and I'm going to find out who their favorite fighters are, and then we can talk about that. Aaron Prime, Marvin Hagler? Nope. Just Larry Holmes. we all admire different fighters. And the thing is, I have no fighter that inspired me. I watched Camacho coming up, Rocky Robin Blake, Billy Costello, a lot of guys I watched before me. He said, but Roy never used the jab. Roy Jones used the jab. He was just quick. It was more of a hook. He liked throwing hooks. Roy Jones reminds me more of Ray Robinson than any other fighter, the way he fights. But he loved Larry Holmes, and he definitely loved your favorite are Holyfield and Mosley. Okay? Two different styles. I got one guy, Jordan Jeff Chandler. I don't know if you remember him back in the 70s. He's my favorite. Jordan Jeff Chandler was an amazing boxer, bantamweight, and a woman trained him. Her name was Becky. I'll never forget that. And I met him when I was a kid before I ever put a pair of gloves on. I have that picture somewhere in my house. And Jordan Jeff Chandler, and I like Matthew Sa Muhammad. So that war mentality that I fight with comes from Matthew Sa Muhammad. Because when I think about that when I'm boxing.
Is that Odie?
Yo, Owie, is that you, Owie? What up, my dude? Owie Fernandez worked with me for a while. It's my man. He's on now. Will Ruiz beat Joshua again, okay? Like I said, that's up in the air. It depends on what fighter we see. Jesse James, what up, baby? Jesse James Lehard, that's my champ right there. Me and Jesse James Lehard were the only ones signed to No Fair. That's my man. So how you doing? Hey, Leo, what's going on, baby? Plus, of course I remember you, man. Are you in New York now? Or are you way back in Holland? I know Leo from Holland. So what's going on?
It's Odie.
They go, Owie, what up, Owie? What's going on, man? Owie Fernandez, that's my dude. Yeah, Saad Muhammad, warrior. Saad Muhammad, before Holyfield, there was Saad Muhammad. Saad Muhammad was a really good fighter. David Hawkins, how you doing, man? You go back to John Bound with me. And I graduated 86. 110. Yo, Owie, 110 PAL all day. They closed it down now. It's just a storage unit now, where I came from. Who's that?
Let's see. I don't know. It went too fast.
The art of boxing. It's really art. Yeah, Saad style was amazing. Saad was the first Holyfield. He could take a beating and come back and knock you out. And that's what people like.
He said you in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm in Las Vegas, guys. Okay, all us out here. You got living in Vegas alone. I'll tell you all the champions that live in Vegas. All the champs, I'll tell you all of them.
Always miss you.
You got, of course, Tyson and Floyd. Of course, you got them. Leon Spinks, Ernie Chavis, Gamboa. You have Fernando Vargas. Shane Mosley has a residency here. He goes back and forth. Who else is living in Vegas as champions? It's really Mike McCullum. Okay, you have Boza Edwards. So you have a stack of guys that live in Vegas. Sean Williams, what's up, man? How you doing? So you got a lot of people live in Vegas. A lot of champions. Vegas is the boxing mecca. New York, I think, is not the mecca no more because I think it's too expensive to put fights on in New York City. What's up, Chop Chop? What's going on, man? It's amazing what happens when you go on the internet. Oh, you suck? You're a trainer? I miss you too, Owie. What's up, man?
He said, are you a trainer now?
Shave is the hardest puncher ever. That's a good question.
Somebody asked, are you training now? Yes. Are you training now?
A little bit. Not enough, though, to be thin.
Are you training people?
Am I training people? Am I training people or am I training myself? Yeah, I was training Ocho Cinco for 5 years. That was a pretty good thing, too. Had a lot of fun doing that. Yeah, Vegas right now is the boxing mecca of the world. There's a lot here. Oh, HBO. Darren Franklin. How you doing, Darren? You met me back in my HBO days. Yeah, so I'm just so bad they left. You know, yo, Chop, what's up, Chop? Chop Corley's on. He's following us right now. You know, great fighter. Southpaw. I was at Chop's fight when he fought Floyd Mayweather. I stayed out there. So I was out there to fight. Lefties give Floyd trouble. A lot of trouble. Southpaws. You know what I'm saying?
Training people, son.
You better train yourself.
Yeah. I train myself a little bit. I gained about 40 pounds. I'm still with the same clothes. My body structure, I ain't get fat, but I'm just a little more bloated, I think, more a little bit. So my face still the same. See? These are clothes. See, look. I'm like a 32 waist, 34, 33 waist. I wouldn't say I'm close. This belt, to show you something, look at this. This belt right here is my No Fail belt I had when No Fair sponsored me. And it still fits. So, you think, so people believe that Ernie Shave is the hardest puncher ever. There was a thing on the internet, and I looked at it, and it said George Foreman was the hardest puncher ever. It's questionable.
No, look, they saying because you said Leo from Holland. He's from.
That's my man.
From Gleason's. You guys trained.
Leo Vargas? Well, yes, right, Leo. I had a Leo that lived in Holland that I used to talk to all the time. So Leo Vargas, sorry about that, Leo. I thought you were the one from Holland. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we're doing the big things, like I said, I let the laugh. What up, kid? Alex, what's up, Alex?
No,
Sorry, I got it all mixed up. Yeah, Guayo was a pretty good guy, too. Guayo, the thin man, was an amazing puncher. Thin. He reminded me, Tito Trinidad reminded me of him. In the same form.
Still honest ever.
Yeah, I call it like I see it. There's no filter on me. That's why I commentate the way I commentate. That's my biggest thing now, guys, is today, I feel commentary does us wrong. It does us wrong. To me, I think like this sometimes. I'm broadcasting. If you want the truth, the bottom line is some commentators, because they work for the promoter, they want to be used, they tend to go the way to keep their check the way the promoter is putting on. Me, including Tom's fight. I just call a fight. I don't really think of who I'm working for. I just call it the way I see it. Okay? So one thing about me, you're going to get 100%, maybe 150% of what's going on. There was a fight card, watched the last card, and I did a fight of Tom's, and the guy got robbed. I told Tom, after the fight was over, I don't water it down. I just say, I think he lost. He lost straight up. I don't know how he won that fight. And then I'll explain it like I do all the time and say, well, let me tell you guys this. There's two corners. There's a red corner and a blue corner, right? One corner is the promoter's corner, right? The other corner is the opponent's corner. So which means very simple. If you're a promoter, who do you want to win? Your corner, right? Those are your guys you're grooming and making marketing for the fight, right? Now, the opponent's supposed to lose the fights because that's what you kind of got them ready for. So, and what's funny about that, I'll tell you about that story a little later. But the guys that in that corner, that promoter's like maybe the blue corner, right? So all the guys in the blue corner win, right? So that's what goes on. So you see, that's what happens. It's what corner they're in, red corner, blue corner. Find out who the promoter is. Okay. All right, did I get up to the Hall of Fame recently in Canastota? I haven't been up there in a few years. I haven't been inducted to the Hall of Fame in Canastota yet. But, I've been inducted already to the Vegas Hall of Fame last year. I'm inducted to the New York Hall of Fame in New York City and the Rochester Hall of Fame. So we still have California, so I'd like to be in that one. Florida, I'd like to be in that one. And then international, then I'm done. I think my career is still going because I haven't completed all the Hall of Fames. So your career is not done because you stop boxing. Your career is done when you get into all the Hall of Fames and you know what your career has done to boxing. Has it changed the demographic? Have you contributed to the sport? Or you have brought nothing to the game? So with me, it's like I'm in 3 halls now. If you want to call me Hall of Famer. But at the end of the day, I got 3 more halls to do. And then I would say to myself, you know what? My career is over now. And for you guys out there, so I can tell you now, but I didn't tell you when I was boxing because styles win fights, right? My boxing style was Jeet Kune Do. That's Mr. Bruce Lee. That was my style. I don't have a style. Vanessa, how you doing? I like the women that come on board and like the boxers.
Oh, I didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Rosedale.
All right, Victor Reyes, what's up, man? I know Eddie Owens, of course. The Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. Yeah, I got to do the Florida. So, we talk to the Florida Hall of Fame. Let's just get into that next year. All right, how you doing, Mendoza, Perez, Maria? How you doing, Maria? That's your comment system. That is my trainer's. No, it's a sister-in-law. Yeah, that's a sister-in-law. What up, guys? What up, Joe?
I always said I've been with them for 10 years.
What's going on, man? Oh, Vanessa Hassett, how you doing?
Oh, he's the next door. Bill.
Huh?
Rosedale.
Oh, you Rosedale. How you doing? Flushing in the house, of course. I'm gonna give his dad a shout out. My daughter messed the page up. Zeke Luna.
I'm helping you out.
She messed the page up.
I'm helping you
Zeke
out.
Luna, what's up, man? What's going on? How you feeling? What was my amateur background like? Oh, great. Good question. My amateur background was 75 wins, 5 losses. As an amateur, I became number 1 in the country, and I became number 3 in the world almost before I turned pro. Right? Hey, Larissa, how you doing? It's my trainer's daughter, Larissa. My amateur career was very good. I was trained by a man named Phil Borgia, who's like a father to me. Phil Borgia was an amazing teacher. See, people don't understand this: teacher, trainer, and motivator. Okay? Oh, that's Artie's daughter. Okay. Phil was a teacher. Phil, when you hear me broadcasting, talking about these fighters the way they're supposed to be talked about, what I'm doing is I'm diagnosing issues and positives and negatives, and I'm taking it to another level, total different level. You know, I always felt, even in boxing, there's boxers and then there's my style. My style is way different. It's Jeet Kune Do. And Bruce Lee gave it, there's no style. I don't have a style. I really don't. I can box, I can slug, I can box righty, fight lefty, whatever's needed to win. That's the way you fight, is what's needed to win. Because if you have a style, I'm prepared. I beat a lot of guys. I was undefeated for a long time because I beat a lot of guys because their styles are predictable. If I know what's coming, I study you. I know what's coming. I know what to expect. So I can deviate that. Now, the only fight I didn't do that to, and I hate to say it to you guys, the Prince fight, I got too emotional. Emotions will get you beat every time. So the thing is, I got too emotional. Phil told me, Kevin, control yourself, fall back, and lay back. I felt I'd give him around 4. The idea was to knock him out around 7, but I got too emotional. I got too emotional. You know, don't let your emotions run your life. You get broke like that. Okay?
Larissa said that fight was crazy.
Yeah, that fight was crazy, Larissa. And you're right, but like I said, you know, but it went great. I can't complain.
Your style was important.
I'm gonna give, you know what I'm saying?
You flowed where, oh shit. Hold on, stupid thing.
Yeah, the fight was crazy. My daughter's catching up on the comments so I can read them. Yeah, my style's like water.
Master.
Yeah, the style's like water. That's the bottom line. I flow. I'm like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee said, "You see you."
You smoked his boots?
Yeah, Victor Reds. He said like this, you know. Bruce Lee always pointed to the star. And he said, "You point to the star." He says, "You don't look at the finger. You look at the destination." And that's life. That's the way life works. I'm a philosophist, so when I commentate, I try to find verbiage that gives you philosophy so you understand exactly what I'm trying to say about the fighter. So the fighter has to understand this. Boxing is more, say hey to my girls. Hey, Larissa, what's up? They see you. They said hi to you.
Hi.
Where did smoke boots come from?
That
Okay, that was verbiage. And back then, when I fought Prince Naseem, smoking your boots was just something we said back in the 90s, in the mid-90s. So I used it on him to talk trash. Okay? We were just talking trash. Do you know something? I'm going to tell you some information you don't know. Did you know he was mad at me for 10 years because after that press conference? Ali died. I mean, Joe Frazier died hating Muhammad because of comments made. But fighters, we have to say bad things to each other to promote the fight so you know that there's bad blood a little bit. So to let you know, come out and see me. I'm going to hurt this man. I'm going to beat this man behind. That's what we do, right? And we believe it at that moment. It was Sean Daughtry. What's up, man? I go back with Sean Daughtry in the amateur days. I remember him. He was a really good boxer. Really good boxer. Pro-wise, I don't know. I don't know if he turned pro or not. But Sean Daughtry, you know, from the Bronx. He from the X. He from the Bronx. I know you, bro. Sorry. Yeah, any good questions out there you want to talk about? Like I said, I'm going to do a whole episode on champions and who their favorite fighters is. Because you would never believe how many fighters, it ain't Sugar Ray. It ain't all these guys. Erik Bradley, the rematch with the Prince, he wouldn't do it. Tell you the truth, we offered a lot of money to fight in Dubai, millions and millions of dollars. And he said one thing about me, Kevin. He said, Kevin, I love you. I'll never fight you again. He said he don't mind losing, but he don't want to get knocked out. And I promise, I won't knock you out. He said I'm lying. He told me I'm lying. But me and the Prince, we love each other, man. We're good friends. I went to get him over there in England. I flew over there twice and challenged him. That fight was generated by me trying to get an opponent. Because Lou DiBella told me, right, if I get an opponent, he'll pay me some good money. So I went and got the Prince. So what's up, Erik Bradley? While I'm out on network TV talking and breaking everything down for you guys are my viewing audience. You hit these networks up. The zone is where I need to be. All right. Like I said, everybody's food to me. You know, I'm gonna commentate. I can't wait. I want to grab the mic.
Getting back in the ring.
You know, you guys hit up the networks and let them know. Say, you know, what's Kevin Kelley? Because out of sight, out of mind. When they don't see you, they don't think about you. That's how the game works. Okay? That's why I stayed in their face. For you, Spencer Porter, I got Spence. All right, Thomas.
Who's the hardest hitter you fought?
Who's the hardest punch I fought? Punching power is about perception. To me, Gregorio Vargas, definitely. I fought a guy named James Pitts. Watch that fight on YouTube. James Pitts was 39-2 with 30 knockouts. He told me, I got more knockouts than you got fights. He was right. I stopped him in the 4th round. But this guy could crack. So, James Pitts, Gregorio Vargas, even though Prince won the fight, was it a hard punch? Nah. It was knockdown power, but not knockout power.
Troy Dorsey.
Troy Dorsey was the hardest to beat. Either power-wise, there's no power there.
Always said, does that be a good look for you?
Yeah, so you guys, like I said, you beat the networks up. You know, I'm ready to bring this energy right to the zone.
Put the kids in the screenshot.
You know what I'm saying?
What kids?
You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for the zone. I'm ready for the net.
Mario.
Matter of fact, I got Tom. Triple G signed a contract. My manager, Tom Loeffler, so you guys know. Tom Loeffler was my manager. He's the one that got Triple G now. He's also the one that got Bochuk. So we're trying to work on it right now, get the zone, get these guys, Al Heyman and them working, and say, okay, guys, PBC too, and Eddie Hearn, and say, let's go.
What do you think about Canelo Alvarez and who you like to see fight him?
Canelo Alvarez put a 3rd trilogy fight together with Triple G. Let's let that fight happen. I want to see what changes Triple G adjust and make. And can he win that fight? Of course. I thought he won the first 2, personally. The second was questionable, of course. But the first one definitely was his win. Okay? It should have been no rematch. But let me tell you something about boxing. You need an adversary. You need peanut butter needs jelly, ham needs cheese. So these things are needed. And the same thing for fighters. Without, think about it. How good was Roy Jones? But he didn't have that adversary. The reason you love Sugar Ray, Hearns, Hagler, Duran is because they had each other. Because who's Sugar Ray without those guys? Who's Ali without Foreman, Norton, and Frazier? Who is he? So at the end of the day, you need an opponent to make you. I got 72 pro fights. I had about 3 fights. Me Prince,
Ruiz versus Joshua.
me Gainer, and me Dorsey.
Ruiz versus Joshua.
Ruiz versus Joshua. Same again. I don't know what the Ruiz Joshua. I'm gonna be on the fence.
Marianne Owens.
Yeah.
Owens Road.
Yeah. What's up, Marianne?
Port.
How you feeling, Marianne?
And Rebel Black. That's what she said about Porter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Porter Relentless. Like I said, I like him. He's a good kid. But the problem is, like I said, he lacks size, height, reach, and he's fighting southpaw. Do I favor southpaws? Don't think it's me. I'm not biased. Trust me, I'm not biased. I switch. But I still think, why is Joe Calzaghe more respected? Because nobody talks about him. And they should. Listen, not only Joe Calzaghe, who retired undefeated, what about Ricardo Lopez? Okay, guys, I'm going to divulge some information to you guys out there right now that is not regarded and people forget. Mr. Mayweather's talking about for 50-0. Okay, I don't count 50 fight, but let me tell you something. Ricardo Lopez got inducted. I told Michelle Corrales, who's the president of the Hall of Fame, about this guy, and he's 51-0. The record's been broken long ago. Look up Ricardo Lopez. He's a strawweight, so I don't know why you just don't regard him as one of the best. This guy has a 51-0 record.
The rest said, we are sitting there.
Okay.
Dad.
So guess what? 51-0. He's got the record. He's been had the record. Okay. Give that man what he deserves. I believe in giving fights. I'm gonna tell you 2 other fighters that's coming out that's good now. You ready? You ready?
Kevin,
I don't know if you're ready for this.
Some more Facebook Live.
Alexander Usyk. He's the next heavyweight champ of the world. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
There we go.
I'm trying to read some of your comments, but I'm going. I'm in my zone. I'm flowing.
Yeah,
I'm
you got
getting you
me,
information.
man.
Let's go.
I'm trying to.
Alexander Usyk. I like Teofimo Lopez too. I think Teofimo Lopez is the next big thing. Right? He dances. His personality's great. Everything about him. I like his swag. I like his style. Punching pound both hands. He's very exciting, and he has a good mouthpiece on him. You gotta have all of that working together for you. So who we talking about? Benito had crazy power. Benito Lopez is 51-0. Give that man his credibility. Let's talk about Benito Lopez. Benito Lopez is 51-0, people. Why nobody talked about him?
Darren Williams, champ.
What's going on? Let me see what else I got for you.
Do you think boxing is now more about promoting than fighters actually fighting top-ranked fighters?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to say my verbiage I've been saying for years on commentary. Fighters no longer defend their titles. They protect them. Hello. Answer done. Let me tell you why. Protecting the title because of money, okay, is ridiculous. Get in the ring. When I was boxing, I wanted to fight the best of the best. I didn't care who you was. Either beat me or I'm going to beat you. That's what I believe in. I believe in fighters fighting fights. Get out there. If it says world champion on it, then guess what? Get out there. What I did was I reversed the cycle. When I became world champion, instead of being a prey, I became the predator. So I looked at it like this. I'm going to attack the guys that are trying to get me. So I'm going to go after them. Right? So don't get the belt and get all schizophrenic and scared. And no. Go after the guys that you think want to fight you. That's what make great fights. When they call Errol Spence the boogeyman, I like that. Okay? I like that. That's what I was thinking. That's what Tyson was thinking. Sugar Ray, Hagler, Hearns, Durant. Be the boogeyman. Right? But chase opponents. Chase great fights. Okay? Because great fights only happen when fighters meet. I even think the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was kind of late in the tooth.
He said, what's my prize for guessing Jones' favorite fighter?
Huh?
Because he just guessed Roy Jones' favorite fighter. He said,
Okay. Luna, you guessed his favorite fighter. Your prize is you were right. That's your prize. I'm going to do some more of this, so guess what? I'm going to bring some more champions. I got a list of all champions in my phone, and I'm going to find out who is all their favorite fighters.
Oh, he said we fought them all.
You know what I'm saying? Paul? All right? There's no more favorite fighter. Okay. What's up, Dana? How you doing? I know you like that one. Luna. I figured you like that. What would I have done different when I fought Gonzalez? Okay. Guzman, my man Guzman. Jonathan Guzman. What I would have done different, I would have took the fight. Not because I lost, but because I wasn't psychologically really ready for that fight. What happened was, he was my mandatory. Alejandro González, Cabrito, my first loss. And I was tired. I was very physically and emotionally tired. I was fighting a lot. And I should have took a break, right, at that moment. My wife suggested, Valerie, at the time, I take a break and just take off. I should have vacated the title and took the break I needed and then got back in the ring later on. Instead, I'm a fighter. That's what I do. So I couldn't take a break, and I had to get back in the ring.
She's crying.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Butch, what's up, man? I left you out. You crying about it? Kevin to say hi to me. That's Marianne's husband. How you doing? Don't cry. It's all right. I got you. Right? So the thing is, like I said, the big thing, let's see. You know, with Gonzalez, but it showed you how good Gonzalez was. He had one title defense, and then he lost the title. So, no love.
You see one of your kids in the ring.
There
you go. There's a question for you.
But I'm still talking about the other question.
Yeah, but you got a question right there. When are you going to see one of your kids in the ring?
Well, I have a daughter that wants to box, Amber, but it's rough. I understand what Phil went through now. You know, okay?
Too pretty to box.
It's rough. I got a daughter that want to box. We'll see what happens. Like I said, look for her soon. That's all I can say.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so with me, with Gonzalez, I closed that one. It was just I wasn't psychologically there like I should have been, right? Because remember, it's harder to fight guys that have everything to gain and you have everything to lose. So you got to find, why do I want to beat you? And that was the bottom line, psychological.
I feel like Oscar protecting.
Here's some of those questions. Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya is his promoter. So Oscar is looking to protect Canelo as much as possible. That's his money.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one. Our Olympic boxers, the next stars in the sports.
No, the way boxing works is in the amateurs, you have to win a gold medal. Then you become a star because they have a platform to leap off of. They're going to use that Olympic status for the leap off of. But that's not what's going on. So we need to make that happen. Lonnie Davis. What's up, Lonnie Davis? That's my man. I'm a man. I was amateur. I won a Golden Gloves with him. Lemchenko, the next best thing from Lemchenko is whatever he wants. He don't want to fight Manny Pacquiao, which is, I agree. Because you beat Manny Pacquiao, he's past his prime. So
you ever train people? No.
Sometimes I was training a football player and training my daughter, Amber Kelley. So I was training her.
When you come to New York, Daddy.
The next time they get me to commentate, that's the next time I'll be in New York. Remember Zaire Rahim. Zaire Rahim might have been the best fighter I've seen in years, but the problem with Zaire Rahim was every time he got to the championship, I think it was psychological. Like I said, this game is 90% psychological. He just couldn't cross that parameter. In other words, it's a line, a thin line. So when you get to the championship, you know, even me at the point fighting for the world title, because I'm supposed to win. I'm 36, 35 and 0, and now I'm fighting for the title. And you already got me as champion. So I got to get in the ring and fight with a mentality to win a title that I'm supposed to already have. So that's very difficult. And I think that's what happened to Joshua. He looked at Ruiz and said, I mean, I give him, it happens. It happens. Okay? He looked at Ruiz and said, oh, I'm going to kill this guy. Da, 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 da. And then he's on the ground. Then he's like, what the heck is this? Now I'm confused. Now I have all this confusion in my head. Right? And he's not as motivated for Ruiz as he was for Baby Miller. Oh, Barrios? What I think about Barrios? Good puncher, strong. Good puncher, that's about it. I didn't see him fight smart a lot of times. I seen him fight hard.
Damon said when the Amber fighting, who knows?
I don't know what Damon Amber fighting. Like I said, it's all dedication. She got to dedicate herself a little bit more. You know, she was a hot, cold roller coaster. It's been hard to get this girl on the right track.
Yeah, Marianne said we should do more lives.
Yeah, Marianne. Yeah, it's the first time I did a live. I mean, you know, it was a decent idea. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Ariel. You're amazing.
Oh, thank my daughter. Ariel wants all the credit. Of course. But yeah, I would love to do these. You know, I think, you know, this is my attachment to the world. I think, you know, my logo is doing it for the people. That's been my logo forever, doing it for the people. I do it for you guys. I touch things and talk about things that nobody else can talk about.
Go.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do.
Back to
All
Mr.
right.
Luna.
I'll guess back to Luna. Mr. Luna, right? Next time, what I'll do, I'll send you an autograph. How you like that? All right? Nice the autograph poster.
Right.
If you get the answer right, I guess I'll send you a picture. I have to get your address and mail it to you. Right? Send you an autograph.
So.
That's a free giveaway. That's real good for you guys. I'll be doing free giveaways. I mean, we'll work on it. We'll put something together, Mr. Luna. So next time, I got you. Those questions I'm going to have next time, start thinking, because I'm going to ask a lot of my champion friends. I'm going to say, yo, who's your favorite two fighters? Right? And let me tell you something. You would never guess mine, so until I told you.
I appreciate you.
So I appreciate you, Luna. Good effort.
Doing it for the people.
No, I need to.
Yeah, that was on my posters.
No.
Doing it for people, my logo.
That's what we do it for.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Coleon. What's up, Coleon? My man, Coleon from Long Island. He got a gym out there. So you back east, go to Long Island and train at Michael Coleon's spot.
He's already won. What the heck?
Yeah. You want to talk about anything boxing-wise, boxing-related, want to know some information on how things work. People don't know this. Another thing people don't know. Do you know that the opponent and the champion pay a sanctioning fee when they fight for the world title? Or any belt, for that matter? Any belt? Except for, like, state titles. They both actually...
Who would you pick? Tim versus Loma.
What about Willie Pep? Willie Pep and Josie Joe. Oh, great fighter. Willie Pep. Oh, you got to come out to Vegas. I got some news for you. Okay, guys? You got to come to Vegas. When you come to Vegas, you got to see the Vegas Hall of Fame. They actually have a location. See, the hardest part about these Hall of Fames is they don't have a building. The only building they have is international. Now, Vegas finally got a building. It's located in a Boulevard Mall in a place called Heads Up. I want y'all guys to go online, look at it, whatever you can do. Maybe I'll get my phone out. I'll show you pictures of it. They got... Yo, let me tell you something. This thing is the greatest thing that happens in sliced bread. It's called the Interactive Museum. So this is what happens. You remember this guy from New York City, Joe Cortez, the referee? Okay. He was also a former boxer. He helps run that. Okay? And it's interactive. They got robes, they got jump ropes, they got headgears, and they got Ali's ring in there, they got Tyson shorts in there. They got my boxing outfit, Barrera, Morales, Tommy Hearns, Diego Corrales. So when you get a chance, come out to Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame Museum, and you have to see this thing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get my phone back.
Don't do that.
I got to show him a picture.
Oh, God.
You got a picture of my phone? Is that my phone?
I can't with you right now, man.
I was around somewhere. My phone's around somewhere. But, I don't know. Where's my phone? I would show you a picture of the Hall of Fame. right? Yeah, fair but firm. Yeah, you're right. That's Joe Cortez. But Joe Cortez kind of runs it during the day. But you need to get to Vegas and see this. There's only 2 in the whole world. You got the one in Canastota, right? And then you got the one in Vegas. So figure one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast. Now the Vegas one's brand new, about maybe 2 months old, 2 or 3 months old. And it's interactive museum. And let me tell you something. You have to see this thing. It's amazing. Because when you come in, I might even be there. I'm there maybe once a week, twice a week. And when you come in, I'm going to start talking to you. I'm going to bring you around and tell you what things are.
You said your grandson
Right?
did it.
I mean, we got Ollie's ring in there. I mean, it's amazing, even for us. And I got a strike back machine in there. You got to see the strike back system. Let me oh, where's my phone? I want you to go on YouTube and look at the strike back machine.
Dad, is that
That's not my phone, it's my wallet. My phone's somewhere in the bed, somewhere in there, right? Listen, the strike back system, right? Look at www.strikebacktrainingsystem.com. Look at that. That's really, 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 really good. That machine is the only fight machine. Hear me? Hear me right? Fight machine in the world.
Go to
Right?
YouTube and you'll find
You go on YouTube, put Strike Back Training System in. You're going to see we already did the Boxing Expo, right? We did all kinds of stuff like go on YouTube, hit us up. We're doing really good, really, really good with that. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the download. We just sold one to Nellis Air Force Base. They got the first machine. I was trying to do Dana. Me trying to catch Dana is like trying to catch Trump. I have a better chance at Trump, I think, than Dana. But let me tell you something. It's crazy. If I get Dana just got to cut me the check. He just got to cut me the check. This guy's crazy. You have to see this machine. You have to go. Oh, there go phone.
It's on the floor.
Oh, there it goes ringing. Whoever, I think one of y'all called me. Yeah, Coleon called me. Yo, Coleon, thanks a lot. I found my phone because you called me. That's a good idea, Coleon. I can't talk to you when I'm talking to you over here, right? Don't call me when I'm on the internet. Do you know something funny? When I'm commentating, people call me. Like I can answer the phone. Oh, wait a second, guys.
Do you want to see something fun on here? Watch this.
Yo, Coleon, what are you doing?
Watch this.
Error in a hole.
Watch this. Hold on. You know you can pull people up on here?
I have no idea.
No, let me show you.
I could have talked.
Like this. Hold on.
You have to see the Nevada Boxing Hall of
You
Fame.
have to see-
Go online and see this
Yeah,
thing.
go
We
on.
have a machine there too. So that's
And then
really
you
cool.
win.
You'll post. Let me see.
Also, I got an internet thing.
Mommy.
I'm gonna hit you with the sucker punch.
Second punch and you go, no wait.
Where's the machine? Oh, let me tell you the machine. Hold up. Right here.
I don't know how to work this thing.
Here it is.
I'm gonna smack him. You'll post it.
Ooh, Lord.
Strike Back Training System.
Ooh.
Watch this. You're gonna love this.
Ooh, freak.
That's me hitting the machine. Look at that.
Ooh, ding, ding.
You'll
Still
post
got it.
You'll
Yeah,
post
you
it.
made it.
Look at that.
Second punch.
See? Sucker punch. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, you know you have to do the second punch.
Look at that.
Look, right here, you got a question.
All right.
You said answer your phone. Tell him
Yeah,
to,
yeah, you know that.
Tell Mike to
You
call
know.
on here.
Right.
So you can add him on the screen.
Who?
Does he trade him right there?
Number.
Because you could call on the screen. I don't know how to do it though.
You gotta call me on the screen, Mike.
So we can. How long we been on here? Because you talk too much.
I'm supposed to. That's what I'm here to do.
You talk forever.
Hello?
and Ever.
Let's ask some questions. How you doing, guys in Ireland? How you doing in Ireland? I got Kelley, but I'm not Irish.
Here you go.
I'm black Irish. I'm from Kerry. Wayne McCullough told me, tell you Irish guys that I'm from Kerry, South of Ireland.
Look,
He was my spawn partner for a long time.
what do you think needs to change in boxing to give it back its name?
Okay, I love that question. Let me tell you something. People talking about boxing ain't the same. Are you serious? Boxing ain't the same. Boxing makes more money now than it's ever made in history. You know why? It's no longer in America. Right? It's like this. This is how boxing works. We don't need America to make boxing popular anymore. Most of the champions now are from other places. A long time ago, I had told people the worst thing that could happen to America is that these Europeans and these foreign fighters get American trainers. Because once they learn our system, they can beat us.
I'm telling you.
So
Louie.
the bottom line of boxing is not dying, it's not dead. Because how can it be dead if Floyd makes $100 million? How can it be dead if Manny Pacquiao's making, right? I mean, think about it. Okay, think about it for a second here. If it's making more money, that means there's more viewers. There's more people watching, more pay-per-view. Okay, that's where all the money comes from. More gates being broken, highest audiences. It's bigger than it's ever been. It just ain't big in America. So the problem with us, we're too patriotic. So when we see something that's not American, we think automatically, oh, it's not popular. Remember that guy that's married to that Spice Girl that came here, that soccer player, right? He's not popular. Nobody knew in America. Nobody knew him, right? But guess what? The guy came in with almost $1 billion. So it comes to show, we got to get off our own grip, okay? We got to get off our own back and thinking we everything. Because we're not. I mean, more money fighting overseas than I did in America because they appreciate the fighters, okay? So they pay a little bit more for that. They don't have the talent level that we have, so they pay us. Now you got all these Europeans. We got what, 4, 5, maybe 6 world champions that are American, Mexican, Filipino, all the other races. So now their people support them. And boxing is bigger, it's more global than it's ever been in life. And I get tired of people talking about UFC. Boxers run the UFC. Who do you think Dana White is? Who do you think Mark Ratner is? These are boxing guys. Who do you think the Petitas was? Do you know the Petita brothers were boxing commissioners? Hello? So who runs UFC? Boxing personnel. Okay, even Wayne McCullough, my partner Wayne McCullough, he was working with Dana White. So all these things go on. Like I said, you know, I trained for a week. I trained GSP. I trained Frank Tigg, Steve, what's his name? Steve Cantwell. He was WEC world champion. I remember training him. Well, yeah, I worked with him and One Kick Nick out here in Vegas. It doesn't matter. Like I said, you know, I like fight sports. Everything is in fight sports now. So boxing has changed where MMA is integrated. You guys come out to Vegas, we got a thing called Fight Dome. This thing's amazing. Let me tell you about Fight Dome. I'll tell you next time. I'll show you some footage. But Fight Dome is all kind of fight styles on one night, but you don't change styles. Meaning, we don't put an MMA guy against a boxer, okay, or a Muay Thai guy against a kickboxer. I don't believe we should mix that. Let me ask you a question, people out there. Would you put Kobe Bryant on the Jets? Would you put LeBron James? Oh, LeBron, you gonna play golf, right? No, stop crossing sports. They good at what they do. Stop trying to get them to do something else. There's only Bo Jack was the only one that could do it, and Deion Sanders. Congratulations. But stop paying these athletes and wanting to cross over to a different sport and then expect them to do good. It's not my criteria. I mean, I might be good at golf. I'm pretty decent, but I'm not good enough to get to the pros. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe that era we should mix apples and oranges together. Let the apples be apples. Let the orange be oranges. Let them stay in their field. Because Fight Dome has it down pat.
Fight Dome?
How was it last night?
Speaking of apples and oranges, how about we go get some lunch?
So she always want to eat. She always want to eat something. She always want to eat something. Bread, crackers, something.
Keep something for your next.
All the kids want to eat.
Keep something for your next lunch.
Okay, who else want to say something? I'm about to get off here. Say, okay.
Hey, what are you doing, homie?
Discipline in the gym keeps kids from fighting in the street.
Yes, I believe, I would love that if you get back to boxing in gyms, schools. I think that's great for kids, great discipline. Kids learn, to me personally, the discipline about, conservative. Like the bullying situation, me personally, if they had boxing programs in high schools and junior high schools, because these kids today are fighting on the street and filming it. So I'm thinking to myself, why would they do that, right? It doesn't make sense. I think kids need an outlet. So we put these boxing programs in the schools so the kids that want to fight, all right, let them know, listen, I tell you what, if you want to fight, show you're good and quality, let's do it in the gym. Let's put it where it belongs. You never know, you might have the next great champion. And they'll be from America finally, right? Instead of us having 5 champions, we might have 6. That's it. I like that. How old is my son now? Which one? Legacy, the baby, he's 6. Devin is 26. So my 2 sons are 20 years apart. Let's see.
That's your grandson.
Okay. That's my grandson over there talking right now. That's over there, that's Noah. He's over there talking.
Singing.
He's over there singing, making songs.
You like that. Sing, baby.
Yeah. So like I said, yeah, I would love to school programs to do that. I think boxing, we learned a lot. One time I went to, here go a funny story. One time I was at a dinner and Iran Barkley was in his dinner, right? And he was talking, he's getting an award, I believe he's getting an award. And he was talking, and he said, I want to thank boxing, because if it wasn't for boxing, I would have been in your house. And that right there, Iran Barkley being in your house.
He said, I remember the first 4 kids.
He let it be known. He let it be known that if it wasn't for boxing, I'd be robbing your house. So, if anything, I agree with Aaron Barkley. I believe Aaron Barkley was telling the truth, and I give him a lot of credit for that one.
Hi, Owie.
Hi, Owie. What are you doing?
Hot Pepper Brent. My man, Henry Brent, Hot Pepper. Of course I know you, my dude. Hot Pepper Brent. God dang. Hot Pepper Brent was a good fighter, man. He was like a baby Sugar Ray or something. He was a real tiny guy, but he was really good.
Yeah, and then that's why we're bros.
Yeah, Iran was just letting you know that, listen, if it wasn't for boxing, set me right, I'd be in your house robbing you.
He wants to.
So you're right about that.
So we'll let people know when you go on your next live. We'll post something and then.
We'll post something next time I'm
We'll
coming
see
through.
you every day.
But like I said, I love talking to you
We're
guys and
gonna
coming
be so
through.
sick of us.
You know, and any questions you got about the sport that you really don't know. Okay, there's a lot of things. That's why I broadcast live. But like I said, hit those networks up. Let them know. Type in, okay, whether it's Showtime, PBC, type into their comment columns and let them know. Let them know the Flush and Flash. Put them on the microphone. Let's go.
Who's your toughest opponent, son?
That's you.
Who's my toughest opponent? I think they all
What
was.
you doing, bro?
Everybody had to train for it, they all was.
If you can
Because I had to
get
adapt and change
fight.
style for a lot of guys, and I had to
Don't
find out how to beat them.
bring
So
those
I want to thank all my
I want all of
guys
them
I fought
shit.
72 fights for making me who I am, because every fight I learned something new. Win, lose, or draw. I learned something new from it. So that's the whole thing about boxing. Boxing is like life. You know, you go through life, you got to adapt and adjust. And in the boxing ring, you got to adapt and adjust. The same thing. Okay? So it's the same thing.
Somebody said you got Spencer Crawford.
I got Crawford. I just think Crawford's going to be smart. Like I said, just because, now, this is a rule in boxing. Just because you could be a great fighter don't mean you can beat everybody. Okay? You can find a way to beat guys. Look at Holyfield did to Tyson. Okay? He found a way to beat him. Just like Jake LaMotta found a way to beat Ray Robinson. He might only win one time, but he finds a way to beat you. Okay? So
Yeah,
in boxing,
okay?
no sport
No,
is somebody's undefeated.
you
Because if I find a way to beat you, okay, got it. Look, Ray Robinson got beat, right? Now, it's still questionable. I watched that fight the other night with Floyd and Castillo. The first one?
Course two.
Yeah, that might be right. I don't know. I don't know if he won that one.
probably
But
fight.
he rematched him and he dominated him. So he showed he could beat him. But it is what it is, right? After the fact. He came back and showed that he dominated.
Yo,
Floyd is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. And stop comparing his era to every other era. People do that. I don't know why. What?
All right.
All right, guys. I'm going to see you again in the future. Right? When I touch this, we're going to advertise you guys. Okay? Let you know I'm coming. This child wants to be fed again. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Her opponent is who? Look, winner, or no? Okay, who you want to win, Luna? Who are we talking about?
No.
Ask one more question.
Because he answered the question on Roy Jones. He wanted
All
to
right.
know if you're going to send him an autograph or not.
Yes.
Oh, no, next time we can talk about it. We ain't talking about this time. We're talking about next time.
We'll do
Because
it.
we have it set up like that.
But because
All right.
we
We'll
can
do it
send
now.
it.
It was good seeing
Tell
you guys,
him
too.
Send his information through Messenger.
Yeah, they telling me send your information, Luna,
And
through
we'll send it.
information.
You'll send it.
And we'll do something like that.
We got you.
I was trying to do it next time. They tried to do it
We're
this time.
eating
I don't know.
tacos because
I got you.
I got you too.
I got
Jeff
you.
Chandler, my man Zika. Jeff Chandler.
This is my fighting place.
See, we're ready to go eat.
All right.
Bye,
Now,
Obi.
I'll talk to you later,
Bye,
man.
homie.
What's wrong with that kid? What's up, Larry Brown? How you doing, man?
All right.
Sup,
Oh,
homie?
you remember me and Phil, huh?
Yeah, you met me?
All right, let's go eat.
What?
Let's go eat.
Look.
Dude,
Yeah, flushing, baby. Flushing flash.
flash and flash.
All right.
Yeah, baby. All right.
baby,
I'll see you guys later.
I'll
I'm
see you
out.
guys later.
Peace out.